How do you trust yourself? How do you develop a deep, deep sense of trust for yourself? Trust in your intuition, trust in your decision making. How do you do that? Especially when you've had a life of mistrust and not trusting yourself and not knowing who to trust, right? Perhaps you had a rough childhood or um, betrayed a lot. I know I was betrayed a lot. But from a spiritual aspect, I look at that betrayal now as not being victim of being betrayed, but being I asked for that, for the lesson. I asked to be betrayed so that I could learn the lesson. When you start to look at your life differently and you start to say, I chose that betrayal so that I could learn how to trust myself more, how to trust my intuition more. So I encourage you to look at those areas in your life. I'm always talking about taking the bird's eye view and looking down on your life. But the feelings of betrayal, you can totally work on by asking, what's the opposite? What is the opposite of feeling betrayed? It's, I don't even know. I can't even tell you right off the top of my head what that opposite is. So you come up with it on your own. For me, let's see, if I'm thinking of being betrayed, it's trusting, right? It's absolutely trusting that I know what's good for me, that I know whether or not that person is the right person for me. So now, I dated this guy once that said, the arrows used to fly straight into my heart. Now the arrows fly right past me because you can see them coming. Now, does that come from age? Does that come from wisdom? Can I impart that wisdom upon you right now? Really beginning to own your stuff, own yourself, own your intuition, own when you have a feeling, right? I just recently worked with a client where I said something about victims and both of us felt this energy. And we were done with the healing. Everything was finished. We were finished with the healing and both of us felt this energy of like, oh, you haven't completely let go of that victim mentality because it just came off your body. And it was another lesson into intuition and trusting what you feel. So when you're with somebody and you're listening to them and you have this feeling from something that they said, go into it. Go into that feeling and ask yourself, like, or even ask them, hey, what did you mean by that? What was that all about? Because I have this weird feeling right now and I can't put words to it. And I think that the more we do that, the less we will be betrayed, the less we will betray ourselves. We betray ourselves all the time. We really do. Like, take a look at how you're betraying yourself in your life and begin to work with trusting yourself more. I really think that when we begin to trust ourselves more, our whole world will change.